Hello there. Today I'll be going through 24 questions from Chapter 3 covering the long and illustrious history of the UK. I'll read each question, give you a moment to think about the answer, and then reveal the correct response.
During the reign of which King of England was the Domesday Book compiled? William the Conqueror, Alfred the Great, Harold, Kenneth MacAlpin.
The correct answer is William the Conqueror.
Which two of these careers did Winston Churchill follow before becoming a Conservative MP in 1900? Vicar, journalist, teacher, soldier.
The correct answers are soldier and journalist.
Is the statement below true or false? Following the abolition of slavery, 2 million Chinese and Indian workers were employed to replace the freed slaves. True. False.
The correct answer is true.
Who could not get Parliament to agree to his or her religious and foreign policy views and tried to rule without Parliament? Bloody Mary, Elizabeth I, Charles I, Henry VIII.
The correct answer is Charles I.
The Victorian period famously saw reformers leading moves to improve conditions for which section of society? The clergy, the middle classes, the poor, the aristocracy.
The correct answer is the poor.
During which king's reign in 1665 was there a major outbreak of plague in London? Charles II, James II, Charles I.
The correct answer is Charles II.
Which of the following was a co-discoverer of insulin? Sir Robert Watson Watt, Sir Frank Whittle, John Logie Baird, John MacLeod.
The correct answer is John MacLeod.
Is the statement below true or false? The symbol of the House of Lancaster was a red rose and the symbol of the House of York was a white rose. False. True.
The correct answer is true.
Is the statement below true or false? The whole British Empire was involved in the First World War, with troops from India, the West Indies, Africa, and Australia all fighting on behalf of the British. False. True.
The correct answer is true.
Is the statement below true or false? The language of the Iron Age was part of the Celtic language family. True. False.
The correct answer is true.
What were women campaigning for the right to vote known as? Votettes, feminettes, suffragettes, Democrats.
The correct answer is suffragettes.
Which of these statements about Roald Dahl is not true? He served in the Royal Navy during the Second World War. He served in the Royal Air Force during the Second World War. He had Norwegian parents. He began to publish books and short stories in the 1940s.
The correct answer is he served in the Royal Navy during the Second World War.
Mary Stuart, the Queen of Scotland, was often known by which other name? Mary Tudor, Bloody Mary, Mary, Queen of the Highlands, Mary, Queen of Scots.
The correct answer is Mary, Queen of Scots.
What did the missionaries teach the Anglo-Saxons? About other languages. About other cultures. About trade. About Christianity.
The correct answer is about Christianity.
Who gave the throne to her Protestant son, James VI? Mary Tudor. Mary, Queen of Scots. Elizabeth I. Bloody Mary.
The correct answer is Mary, Queen of Scots.
Is the statement below true or false? King Henry I was on the throne at the time of Magna Carta. False. True.
The correct answer is false.
Charles I believed, and tried to rule in line with, what principles? Religious virtue. The divine rights of kings. Democracy. Communism.
The correct answer is the divine rights of kings.
During the First World War, the British fought against countries including Germany, the Ottoman Empire and the Austro-Hungarian Empire. What was this alliance known as? The Central Powers. The Germanic Powers. The Middle Powers. The Autocratic Power.
The correct answer is the Central Powers.
Who was Kenneth MacAlpin? A Danish king. An Anglo-Saxon king. The Scottish king. A Viking.
The correct answer is the Scottish king.
Which of these statements is correct? James I and Charles I believed in the divine right of kings and that they could rule without the approval of Parliament. James I and Charles I were very skilled at negotiating with Parliament.
The correct answer is James I and Charles I believed in the divine right of kings and that they could rule without the approval of Parliament.
Is the statement below true or false? During the Industrial Revolution, canals were built to link factories to cities, towns and ports, particularly in the middle and north of England. False. True.
The correct answer is true.
In Scotland, the legal system developed differently from the one in England in that its laws were codified. What is meant by codified? Less complicated. Dictated by Parliament. Based on tradition. Written down.
The correct answer is written down.
When did the first farmers come to Britain? 8,000 years ago. 3,000 years ago. 6,000 years ago. 10,000 years ago.
The correct answer is 6,000 years ago.
What happened to Catherine Parr? She had a son. She was executed. She had a daughter. She died.
The correct answer is she died.
Thank you for taking the test with me. I hope you've answered all the questions correctly, and if you've made any mistakes, don't worry. Practice makes perfect. Check out all my other tests and keep practicing at least one test a day, and you shall be ready in no time.